I need your help me please subscribe my channel, they called this morning. 2 years of silence, and suddenly their number flashes across my phone like a ghost that forgot it was dead. Hey, sweetheart. My mother's voice crackled through the line, too bright, too casual. We're coming to visit, and we're bringing a surprise for you. For a moment, I said nothing. I just watched the steam curl from my coffee, like smoke rising from something already burned. Then I spoke, calm and definitive. Keep the surprise to yourselves. I moved states 2 years ago, and I never want to see you again. Silence on the other end, and the faintest gasp, like a knife realizing it's no longer sharp. They had no idea the real surprise belonged to me. When I was little, they told everyone I was difficult. Too quiet, too sensitive. She takes things too personally, my father would say at dinner parties, while I sat there pretending to laugh. Their kindness was always a performance. Once the door closed, it reverted to silence and criticism. An A wasn't enough. A smile was fake. Tears made me weak. Love was a weapon disguised as concern. By 17, I learned to disappear without leaving. Silence was safer than truth. The last real conversation we had was the day I graduated college. I was the first in our family to earn a degree, and they didn't show. The drive is too far, they said. 2 weeks later, my father called, not to congratulate me, but to borrow money. My mother followed, scolded me for being selfish when I refused. That night, I stopped being their daughter. But I didn't vanish blindly. I planned my exit like a crime scene. I moved my savings to a new, untraceable account. I cut off every contact that might spill my location. Friends, distant relatives. I changed my number, job, and address. Everything except my name, so they'd remember exactly who left them behind. For 2 years, I stayed quiet. I built a life from scratch, brick by brick, peaceful, stable, mine. Then came this morning's call. Their voices dragged me back to the old house in my head, the one where I stood outside my locked bedroom door, listening to them argue about how ungrateful I was, where birthdays were guilt trips, not celebrations, where love was earned, never given. They said they were bringing a surprise. I already knew what it would be, an apology wrapped in manipulation. A "we miss you" that really meant we need you. Maybe fake smiles, stories of change, attempts to make me feel small again, to forget how far I'd come. But they didn't know what I'd done. Last year, I quietly sent the county a small packet. Old tax records, property inconsistencies, evidence that my father had been hiding income for years to dodge payments. He'd taught me to balance books when I was 15, not realizing I'd been paying attention. The audit hit 6 months later. I didn't gloat. I didn't check in. I just waited, because revenge isn't noise, it's precision. Then it was my mother's turn. Her reputation was everything. Church volunteer, kind soul, helper of struggling families. Screenshots of her private messages began circulating, mocking those same families, spreading lies for attention. Her carefully built world cracked. I hadn't leaked them directly. I just left them where the right eyes could find them. She built her kingdom on pity. I just revealed the truth. Now they wanted to visit. Of course they did. When the walls start closing in, they remember the daughter they buried under their shame. I imagine them in the old kitchen, whispering. Maybe they thought I'd forgive them, take them in, fix their problems. Maybe they thought they still had power. They didn't. I sipped my coffee, scrolling through my own reply. Short, simple, final. Keep the surprise to yourselves. That's the part that would haunt them. The calm, the control. They raised me to fear them. Now they couldn't reach me. I didn't shout, curse, or break down. I simply ended the story they thought would never end. Tomorrow, they'd arrive at the old address, 1,000 miles away from me. They'd knock. No one would answer. They'd see a sold house, wonder where I had gone, maybe realize for the first time that I was never theirs to break. I didn't move to escape them. I moved to become someone they would never recognize. Someone who doesn't need their approval or their apology. They wanted to surprise me. But the real surprise is this. I stopped waiting for their love. I started living without it. And nothing terrifies me anymore.